Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for the 19th of November, Monday. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you didn't watch my other video, let's get ready for the week ahead. We talked a little bit about the SPY. We like the action in the SPY and the markets on Friday. We still have a lot to prove here. We're still below the 200 SMA on the SPY. We're still below 275. We're still below the 10 SMA, and we're way below that 280 spot up there on the SPY. 270 is about the midpoint from this mark down here all the way up to the recent highs of above 280. So we are above 270 on the SPY right now. So that's okay for the bulls, but we still have a lot of work to do up ahead. Now, tonight, the futures will open up at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, they're not indicating anything. It is about 4:39 Eastern Time, my time. This is the site you'll go to check out the futures if you like to watch the overnight futures. So no indication yet on where the futures are going to go because they're not open yet. Like I said, this is the YouTube channel. I did this video earlier where we go in through a bunch of different markets and stocks. And if you want to watch that, we get you ready for the week ahead, what earnings are coming up. Don't forget, we're in a very shortened week. We have the Thanksgiving holiday this week. Markets also close early on Friday. Let's go ahead and get into the watch list. First one up is going to be, and I have quite a broad list of stocks here because I really don't know what's going to happen with the market for Monday. All right, so it's going to be a broad list, but we'll go through it quick. We do have good cop, bad cop going on between Vice President Pence and Trump. If we're going to get a deal for the for China and the trade wars, we'll see. Let's go ahead and get into that watch list. AEZS, a very strong close on Friday. And so this one will be on watch to see if there's any type of continuation move. Now, we do have that $3 number. This is the pre-market, post-market, after-hours chart for AEZS. You see where we came up to about that 295 all day on Friday. We have that $3 mark up ahead. So right now, though, we're a little bit overbought on the RSI. So we'll be looking for a little bit of a pullback, maybe down to about that 275 area, and then maybe a trade back up to the upside. We'll see on that. AMAT held up pretty well. One of the semis that just recently had earnings, they popped this one up. You could see we have the 50 SMA up ahead. The 50 SMA is at 35.89, so we'll be watching it around that $36 area if it wants to get going. RSI is improving. Here was the action on Friday on AMAT. Next one up is AMD. Actually, with NVIDIA selling off, we did get some dip buyers showing up in AMD, so this one will be on watch throughout the day and the rest of the week. Amrin held up okay on Friday. Now, this has been a very strong stock. They just came out with some data on, I believe, their fish oil and for cardiac arrest and whatnot. We got up to about that 23 area. We've pulled back. We're holding above the 50 SMA. We're back above $18. Definitely one to keep on your watch. Intraday, ANY. Now, they just did a 1-for-8 reverse split. We popped up on Friday to that $3 level. So we'll see if there's any more action left in the tank on ANY. Now, they pulled shares out of the market, so that brings the float down. So that one will be on watch. ATHX. Now, I've been seeing went through a lot of scans. I'm seeing a lot of pops in small biotech stocks. Now, usually Thanksgiving week, you can get some low floaters, biotechs, or China stocks popping up here and there. So keep an eye on some of these small biotechs. They had a nice close on Friday. Now, volume was only 500,000 shares. So we'll see if that one wants to do anything for the rest of the day on Monday, or the rest of the week, I should say. BCRX, a nice pop, 1.2 million shares. This will be on watch for tomorrow and the rest of the week. Beat You know, there was actually some very nice looking charts out here. Beat came up to about that $65 area, so we'll have an eye on Beat. Maybe it gets back over 64.50. Possible swing trade in this name. RSI holding above the 50 mark on BEAT. Next one, Casey, CASI, Casey Pharmaceuticals, popping up over 700,000 shares traded, trying to get up over the 50 SMA here on CASI intraday. We did have a nice close on this one. You can see it's a little bit light in the volume intraday, but we'll have an eye on it. This triple CL, a China stock. I don't know if these China stocks are going to do anything, but we're going to have a couple of them on watch for this week because we have the Thanksgiving holidays. Not sure which area of the low floats are going to move, but triple CL, you might want to keep on watch. CNET is another one, and CBAC is another small China name, so keep an eye on those. CIEN has been flagging here under the $34 level. Sienna is very strong, holding up. Keep an eye on that one. Cody has been coming up off the bottom here. Look at this big volume coming in on COTY. Has a lot of work. PRX, 2.3 million shares on this name coming up, making this U bottom here, holding that 275 area. CPRX, so that'll be on watch. CSIQ, this will also be on watch. A solar play holding up very well, getting near that, getting above that $16 level. 3 million shares came into this one. It's a Chinese Canadian solar company on that name. Now another solar stock that's holding up very well is VSLR. This one is kind of basing below $6. 348,000 shares though, so just keep that in mind. Another solar stock that's doing okay is Run. Run has been holding up. Through all this market sell-off, RUN is holding up, but still cannot get above this 100 SMA. 100 SMA is at $13.33. Keep an eye on this one. Maybe this week is the week. We'll see. Now, if you like the little solar stocks, Real Good Solar, this 54-cent stock. Now, I've put my my service. We're in this one for a swing trade. We've been holding it from about, I'd say about 42 cents or so on RGSE. So keep an eye on this one. We did get that break finally of 50 cents. So maybe we get a continuation move in RGSE. If not, we'll just get back out, but we'll see what that one wants to do. Another one that we're watching for Monday is CTSH. 8 million shares came into this name. It's a $70 stock, 8 million shares. So we'll have this one popped up on Friday. CVM, only 336,000 shares. Would like to see more volume come into that. ELAN, this is the spinoff from Eli Lilly, LLY. ELAN has been holding up okay, so have that one on watch. Intel in the semi space is actually becoming one of the leaders now in the semiconductor space. Has that $49 area up ahead. We're still below the 200 SMA, but this one held up well on Friday. Could be becoming the leader back there in the semi names. Now we have to keep an eye on gold. JNUG is the instrument I like to watch intraday. So we'll be watching JNUG LCI. Also trying to stay above the 5 EMA here, has that $6 area up ahead on LCI. Keep an eye on that one. Meat. Had some action going on in the after hours on Friday. Meat was moving up, so we'll have this one on watch. Micron actually holding up okay. Maybe the bottom is in on this. NBEV had a very strong week this week. NBEV, very strong. For the week, it was up over 19%. Has that 450 area up ahead. NBEV, keep an eye on that. NVAX was getting some buying on Friday. NVAX has that $1.85 area up ahead. NVAX on semi holding up very well, basing below $19 here on 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 semiconductor. Keep an eye on that one. Next one is SEND, SEND. You can see it's kind of coiling here. It's in this consolidation below $44 or a flagging here. So you might want to keep an eye on SEND. Volume about 800,000 shares. A few other ones. Sono had good earnings. They popped it up. That'll be on watch. SGMO trying to come up off the bottom on SGMO, SESN, also holding up okay. 1.9 million shares came into SESN. TIVX will have to be on watch. We don't know what the market's going to be doing this week. If we get further selling, more volatility, we'll have to keep an eye on TIVX. Twitter has been holding up. That $35 area, $34 area has been in the way right now for Twitter, but that'll be on watch. VIRT, very strong stock, still below the 200 SMA, but is making that turn back up on VIRT. Volume 1.2 million. This one is in the MJ ETF, the marijuana ETF. Has that $3 area, 295 area on XXI, so keep an eye on this one. All right, this is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. That's your stock watch list for Monday, and I guess a few there for the rest of the week. All right, we'll be back with another video on Monday night for Tuesday. Have a very good week trading, good day trading tomorrow. If you're not going to be around, have a very good, happy Thanksgiving.